I'm Rick.
And I'm Josh.
And I'm Jeff.
And this is the Conspiracy Zone.
Let's go.
Everybody give your best.
Fellas.
Cuckoo-ca-choo.
I thought we were doing like the Star Wars. Pachoo, pachoo.
Yeah, no, I was trying to do like the DJ's going.
Oh, like,
All right, nerds. Let's go. Whose topic is it today?
This
week?
is my topic. I really don't feel like doing this, but let's
No.
get into it.
yeah.
He
Ricky had
enough.
a crash earlier.
Yeah, I had a little meltdown.
He gave himself diabetes and then brought himself back.
My wife injected diabetes into me.
Well,
She made me elf-style pancakes with chocolate and syrup and all this. I don't like pancakes. I don't know why. I don't know why she put them in front of me, and I don't know why my fat ass ate them.
And she made them from
yeah, you didn't
scratch.
have to
She
eat
made
them.
them from scratch.
I think
with-
she used.
She put all this hard work in it?
I think she substituted a flour for sugar.
Yeah. So I had like this crazy
Sugar
sugar
pancake?
crash, shaking, sweating. I felt like I was like coming down off a drug. It was fucking terrible. Never again. But here, I'm here doing a show.
All right.
And this show
Yeah, you made it.
is about the Fermi Paradox.
Ah, he said it right.
I said it right. Fermi
My
Paradox. For those of you who don't know the Fermi Paradox, but I fucked it up anyway. For those of you who don't know what that is,
Yeah,
it's
I
also
don't.
known
I
as
have no idea.
the Great Silence.
Yeah.
So it's basically talking about why has there been no communication between us and the obvious aliens that have to be out there.
Oh, yeah.
So it goes
topic
between
here.
it's like the lack of evidence versus the probability.
Yeah.
So the lack of evidence, despite extensive research, including projects like SITI, search, yep, they have not detected any signals, artifacts, evidence, nothing. Now, if you get into the probability, given the vastness of the universe and the number of stars with potential habitable planets, like Goldilocks planets, like ourselves, it seems statistically likely. It happened. There has to be,
Well,
right?
Fermi said it's statistically impossible for there not to be
Right.
life, and then he said, "So where is everybody?"
Exactly. So, I mean, here's the statistics of life on other planets,
Bring us
or the
in.
numbers. So, scientists estimate there could be 60 billion planets just in our Milky Way that have the ability to have life on it. Now, if you
Goldilocks zone.
the Goldilocks zones, yeah. So everything's just right. Atmosphere, size, all that
60
shit.
million or billion?
Billion, 60
Wow.
billion.
Wow.
So then, but listen to this. Now, if you times that by our observable galaxy, how big we think the galaxy is, how many planets do you think?
A Google.
Google?
A Google's worth.
Yeah.
I don't know how much a Google is.
It's a one with 100 zeros after it.
Well, this is 50 sextillion. I don't know what a sextillion is.
Sounds
pretty
hot.
good. Yeah.
Sounds hot.
I like it. Is that when you
I'll check the
sounds
sextillion numbers.
like 6 partners all
Yeah. I think it sounds like
an orgy.
It sounds like
I think that has a name.
a lizard sex alien. A sextillion.
Oh, okay.
What?
Yeah,
All right, I
lizard
see.
sex
Okay.
alien.
This dude's going down there. All right, buddy.
So
See, I get it.
It's just taking words that sound similar
Sex.
and mashing
Right,
them all
right,
in
right,
one.
I got you.
So, some of the possible explanations for this.
Wait, before we go on, when you said SETI never detected any signals or anything,
Right.
when you were doing your research, you never heard about the WOW signal?
No.
There was actually a signal detected. I think it was like 1974. Some person was operating the radio telescope, and there was like a few minutes of some signal that came in. And they have, like back in the day, remember they just had the computers where that paper just kept coming out of it forever?
Right.
Yeah.
And it was almost like a lie detector test where those little, those
Yeah,
little
the little
pens,
grass
those
and
little
shit, right,
pens
right.
like right all over the paper. Well, they found they took the part where the signal was and wrote "wow" on it. They call it the WOW signal. They don't know where it came from, but like after years of studying it and research and what they think it was probably just background radio waves that
Okay.
like bounced off of maybe the moon and came back towards us, or bounced off of the atmosphere and in some just freak way that it just happened to detect it and they didn't know where it came from.
Yeah, I think if there's no real pattern or meaning or like mathematical configuration to the sound,
Yeah,
it can be anything.
right.
I mean, the universe probably makes sound sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it farts sometimes.
Got all this gas. That's what a volcano is, right?
Yeah. Silent but deadly.
It's definitely deadly.
So one of the possible explanations, and we'll go over a few of them, but one of them is the zoo theory.
Oh, is that like Earth is a zoo?
Mm-hmm. The zoo theory, also known as the zoo hypothesis, is one of the explanations for the Fermi Paradox, which questions why we have not yet detected signs of extraterrestrial blah 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 blah. The zoo theory,
Blah, blah, blah.
the zoo theory proposes that advanced alien civilizations intentionally avoid making contact with humanity and other less advanced civilizations, effectively treating us like animals in a zoo.
So just looking at us.
But we go to the zoo to see the animals.
They may go to the zoo.
Like the animals know we're at the zoo.
Right.
Well, part of the thing is with the zoo theory is they have a non-interference. Alien civilizations may have a policy of non-interference.
Prime directive.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're going
Prime
full
directive.
Star Trek here.
Yep, prime directive in the science fiction movie Star Trek. They might believe that the interfering with less advanced civilizations could disrupt their natural development. That's true. I mean, like if we're would be like an endangered species almost, like because there isn't a lot of life out there, like maybe in our galaxy, and if they come across it,
but according to the Fermi
life
thing,
that looks exactly like us,
teeming with life.
Yeah, life that looks like us.
Yeah.
Like the Earth is teeming with life, but there's a bird out there that there's only like 20 left of that ain't nobody allowed to fuck with or take out of the habitat.
Yeah.
So the reason they do this shit, I mean, obviously, is observation. These extraterrestrials might be observing us from a distance, studying human behavior, culture, and development without making their presence known. The observation can be for scientific purposes or out of curiosity.
How are they observing us, though?
They got their ways, man. You don't see that shit.
Got to have like a camera somewhere.
A really, really big telescope.
Yeah. Maybe the moon is like an observation platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
He said I can do that.
That's why they kicked us off of there when we went up there. They went, no. Get out.
Go.
So they also, I mean, containment too for other species. Like an advanced species may have put out a cosmic quarantine on our planet that no one's allowed to interfere, like a higher species.
Okay.
So like say there's one that rules the galaxy and they're calling the shots and they're saying to all the other aliens out there, you ain't allowed there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, we would have to be, like you said, unaware of their existence, and they would still be able to observe us, though.
Right.
So, I mean, we don't have them technologies. That don't mean they don't exist. I mean, the possibilities, if you take all the planets out there that could possibly happen, there's like a planet for everything, right? Any kind of technology exists. It's endless. 56 trillion possibilities, and there's probably more of that with life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be like, but like, did everything here get here from somewhere else, or did they just stick us here with all these animals that already lived here?
It goes two ways. You're right. And I think that with the zoo theory, they mainly focus on the fact that we are a species they stumbled upon and are trying to protect us like a preserve.
Okay.
But then, I mean, there's other people
like
that
gorillas.
Say, yeah, like gorillas.
Like we found them and we went, all right, they're like almost people.
Yeah.
Got to protect them.
Mm-hmm. So they also, I mean, people believe they put up communication barriers. So aliens might use communication methods beyond our current understanding and detection that purposely lock us out. So they might be they might be communicating with each other throughout the whole universe, and if we don't have the proper equipment, we can't tap into that, and they keep us there.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
Right, like radio waves have been around since the Big Bang, and we just figured out how to hear them.
Yeah.
In the 1930s.
Right.
So there's the ethical consideration. I mean, it might not even just be a zoo. Their ethics might just say, "Hey, we can't fuck with them."
Yeah,
you know, and we do that on here on
or it's like on South Park, and we're a reality show.
Yeah,
it's like Big Brother. Like Big Brother, once those people go in that house, no, they never talk to anyone on the outside for the duration. So maybe they stuck us all here, Earth, the reality show,
right?
And then no one can fuck with us because they don't want to,
fuck up the
Yeah,
entertainment.
they don't want to mess up the outcome of whatever happens.
Yeah. Well, another thing is self-isolation. So it might not be about us. We always think it's about us. It might not be. They might not want to contact us to preserve their culture, to preserve their rights, and to not commingle species, or maybe their governments know about us, but they don't want their people knowing about us. Mm. So it could be their own reasons beyond ours.
Now, did you guys ever? There's a new series called The Three Body Problem.
No,
that's kind of along this line.
Oh, really?
Where the reason it goes into like the whole thing about the Fermi Paradox. It's a group of scientists that are asking this exact question. And then I think it's in the 1960s in China. It's right after like Mao's revolution and all, and they're killing off all the dissidents and all. So this one physicist, like before that, they had like top-notch scientists and everything and all. But when the Cultural Revolution happened, they just got rid of all the academics. So they were killing them all off. Well, this one had contacted a foreign race of aliens. And the foreign race basically told the woman the answer to the Fermi Paradox is if no one's talking, there's a reason. And that's because there's some danger out there that if they hear you, like if you walk through the woods and all the animals stop moving and stop, birds stop chirping and all.
Right.
They do that for a reason.
Right.
They don't want you to detect where they're at. So basically, this alien. No, this alien was telling her to be afraid of all of them. Like, you have a way to communicate now. Shut up. Do not communicate.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's like the first season, but of course she communicates because she.
Right. How can you resist?
Is a dumb human.
We know where that's happening.
Yeah. So now the other aliens are on their way to kill us also.
Yeah.
And there's that.
But yeah, that would be a plausible.
Sounds like a cool show though.
If there's a million races of aliens out there and none of them are talking, there might be a reason why.
Yeah. Right.
Well, another reason is the great filter theory, and we talked about that a little bit with the zoo theory, but this one I don't fully get. So the theory suggests that there is a great filter, a barrier or series of barriers that prevent life from advancing to a stage where you can communicate across the distances of space. The filter could occur at any point in the evolutionary timeline from the origin of life to the development and advance of technologies. So they're basically saying that there's some great cosmic filter that destroys life before it can
contact other life.
Yeah, before it can contact other life. So they talk about early filters. A great early filter can be an example of rare stages in life, to where like your evolution stops. Like just nature could do it. This is as far as you're going to get. It could be intermediate filters that might be located at later stages in development, such as evolution of intelligence and complex societies, the development and advance of technologies, including space travel and communications. So it could go further down the line, and then I would say like an asteroid hit. Yeah. And then there's the late filter. Alternatively, the filter could be in our future, implying that advanced civilizations self-destruct or are destroyed before they can become interstellar. Potentially late filters include nuclear or biological warfare, environmental destructions, uncontrollable technology risks. That sounds like AI, right? AI is going to shut this shit down.
Oh, boy.
So implications for humanity. If the filter is behind us, it would mean that one or more critical steps in our past were extraordinarily rare or difficult, making the emergence of intelligent life exceedingly uncommon.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, why would the universe care if we talk to each other?
I don't know. Yeah, then that would suggest that there's someone pulling the strings in the universe or something.
Yeah, but even then, why would that thing not want us to talk to each other? Like, I wonder
what's the problem?
Why?
Yeah. Well, I believe this, and you guys are going to call me a nut.
Here we go. My favorite part.
I think we're in a simulation. 100%.
Yeah.
We're in a simulation.
Back to
There's no
this.
aliens because they didn't simulate that yet. They're not trying that experiment on us yet. So we did a whole podcast on simulation
Yes.
theory, and the probability of us being in a simulation is way greater than us not when you run the numbers.
Well, they like proved it.
Yeah.
Did you see that recently?
No.
They like proved we're in a simulation.
How?
I don't know. I'd have to pull up the
article.
article and then I saw a video that this professor guy does that I like. He's a physics guy, but it's something about. I don't want to get into it because I'm going to mess it all up. But,
Right.
Yeah, but they like kind of proved that nothing is real. That it's like it's all just being perceived. I think it had like something to do with that, the double slit experiment, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
Something
right,
along
right.
those lines. But
That proved it to me. The double slit that experiment. So I mean, for the people who didn't listen to the last episode on this, they fired protons into two slits. I think we did the same shit.
Yeah, I did. Same dumb shit. Sorry, fellas.
And when it was being observed, they behaved to what our science would have it behave. When they weren't being observed, they were being erratic and not behaving like how our science understands it. So the protons, basically, if they're being observed, you put them through two slits, and protons are just light. So if light goes through two slits, it's going to make two slits on the other side. Like put a flashlight through it.
Our theory was that light was a wave.
Right.
And then when they put it through the slits, it behaves like a wave. But then when you don't observe it, it becomes random or
it's
just random,
right.
So the thing that proves is when the protons know they're being observed. The experiment changes because the protons are aware.
How do it know?
Yeah.
How do we know that?
So, and then you would go like, okay, if in a video game, when you're playing a video game, you only need to see what's around you, and that's all the computing power can do. So if you're playing Grand Theft Auto, they're not populating the neighborhood or over there because you don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need to see it. So if we're not observing it, it doesn't exist. It don't have to. It's just too much computing power to make it happen.
Yeah. And that, like, simulations exist within simulations. Like we made The Sims. Like they may think they're real people.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we're just in a
And
video game.
We're
the
the Sims of some other more intelligent civilization than we are.
It's crazy.
Another theory is for the Great Silence is the incubation theory.
What's this?
So the incubation theory, in the context of aliens, typically refers to the idea that intelligent extraterrestrial civilizations might develop in a manner similar to the way we are developing with problem solvings and humanity. Just an incubation theory is physically suggested that taking a break can lead to sudden insight. So, I mean, that just sounds like gibberish, but for when
What?
So, what I get it from, like, all the civilizations that could reach us are in this incubation stage.
So we're all babies.
We're all babies. We're
all in the nursery together. We
Exactly.
can't communicate with each other.
We're out
yet.
there, but we're not at the point where we can communicate.
Okay.
And maybe that might just be our galaxy. That there's a big chance of that.
Yeah, we could live in a desert.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe other galaxies are fucking full of shit,
Yeah.
and maybe there's like 100 here
Yeah.
in a whole giant galaxy.
And then unless one of them is around, like at least 1 million years before us, they ain't going nowhere. Like we're not seeing them. Yeah.
Or what
It's
if they
crazy
were?
shit.
What if they were already here like 1 million years ago, and they went nothing doing here?
Yeah. I don't see
Bunch
life
of
at all.
monkeys.
Yeah.
Bunch of dipshits.
What was on Earth 1 million
Bunch
years
of
ago?
boring
So
monkeys.
there were 5 events, 5 restarts on the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So I know they don't know what was here the first, second, third, fourth. We just know about dinosaurs after the last reset, the last thing. There was 4 other
Mass
events.
extinction.
There was
talking about.
yeah.
Yes.
It's basically a reset. All life on Earth gone. So there was.
I'm gonna redo.
They have proven now there's been 5 of them. So go back to the first one. Say Earth was just a couple million years old, but it had intelligent life on it. We don't know that. They could have been more developed than us, and we got a reset.
Well, we kind of know what was here from the fossil record.
I don't think they can go back to the fifth.
Unless there were insects that were highly intelligent.
I don't think they can go back that far with the fossil records.
Why?
5? They can't go back to the beginning of the Earth.
The whole Earth is still here.
They don't. Okay, some
Yes,
of that shit might go down to the core.
The first forms of life.
What were the first forms?
Were like protozoa, amoebas, and shit.
But that's a good guess.
I don't know if it's right, but it's a
the
good
fossil
one.
record. It shows all the history of all of life.
Yeah,
like there were living things before there were plants.
Yeah,
there were single-celled organisms, multi-celled organisms.
Gotcha.
Yeah, before there was ever even plants, those existed.
Have you ever had multiple organisms?
That sounds hot.
All right, another theory. I mean, I don't think this one's probable, but the rare Earth hypothesis suggests that development of complex life in the universe relies on extraordinarily series of fortunate events. Imagine a cosmic lottery with the following winning conditions: a galaxy with a habitable zone, a star and planet system that falls into the sweet spot called the Goldilocks, and the lucky planet also needs to have a protective giant like Jupiter to protect harmful space debris, and a large moon to stabilize climate. I mean, all these things have to fall into place. Just think of, and its size. Think about if the Earth were bigger, it couldn't sustain life. If it were smaller, it has to be proportioned to where the sun is, where everything is.
Right.
I could buy into that, but there still would be millions of planets.
The planet would have to also have a magnosphere to shield it from the solar radiation, active plate tectonics, the right mixture of elements, crust, atmosphere, oceans. Periodic events like ice ages and asteroids may impact the evolutionary pumps. So you have to have all of these things in place, and they can't be fucked with for millions of years to produce intelligent enough life to communicate.
Right. But we know there are Earth-like planets nearby that have a lot of these conditions.
Right, but
they're literally called Earth-like because they're just like the Earth. Yeah. They have atmospheres. They have liquid water. They're in the Goldilocks zone. They have protective, radiation protection. They have all the ingredients that would allow life to form. We just don't know if there's any there.
Right, but I mean, you're saying all the ingredients, but let's just say, and we're saying intelligent life, not just life.
Well, no, life is life. We got to find life first.
But we're in this context, we're talking about intelligent life that communicate.
Yeah.
So in order to see that or have that, not only would you have to have them conditions like, okay, the asteroid that took out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, right? That kind of, if that didn't happen, mammals wouldn't have had this big push. We might not have survived or even been a thing. So wiping them out had to happen for us intelligent life to get here. Did that planet you're talking about have such a thing?
Or we could have evolved alongside them.
I think they would have been apex predators before our mind developed enough to survive. You have something like dinosaurs running around. I don't know if we would have made it.
I don't know.
Neanderthals didn't make it just because we were here.
Pretty fucking exactly. They were like dinosaurs. they were massive and way stronger than us. They were like gorillas with brains, like with human brains.
Right.
And we beat them.
All right, Jeff. You know so much. I'm gonna pop a space quiz on you assholes.
Let's go. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go.
All right. Now, here's the thing. I want Josh to answer first, then Jeff.
Why?
Because you hop on his fucking answer all the time. You're going first.
Let me play, bro.
True. Yeah. That's one for me.
Yeah. Yep. Jeff's winning already.
All right, so go.
All right, give me a second. I'm taking a drink.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Talk amongst ourselves.
I got a show for you. Just wait.
We're going to start with an easy one.
All right.
Don't look over at my screen.
When's Josh going to host an episode?
Never, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta have Josh host one.
I just realized he never did.
Gotta host one.
Nah. It's not for me.
Well, what's a topic
Do
that you
moon
like?
landing. You like moon landing.
Yeah, I like that one. I like all of them.
Well, his defense, he is the engineer. He's over here he's working live camera.
You'll do that?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
You'll do that?
I don't think me or you are capable of
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think you have time in, bros.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's working the board. He's working the cameras. He's working everything. So,
Yeah, I'm kind of tied up, all right? I'm listening, though. I'm
Don't give
listening,
him another
fellas.
job.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I can't believe I have to answer questions right now, you dicks.
Let him be the engineer. You're going to have him thinking he's like the star of the fucking show. I don't need that.
Oh, yeah, I just take over. Like, what do I actually need that for if I'm doing it all? What the fuck?
All right, you guys ready? Let's see how smart you are. Josh, you're answering first. How many planets are in the solar system? Your choices are 7, 8, 9, or 10. In the solar system, planets.
Right. I got you. Isn't it 7? No?
Final answer?
Yeah, God.
There used to be 9, but now there's 8.
8. Okay.
Jeff is correct,
fuck.
and this is why we had you go first.
Thanks,
Jeff
buddy.
is winning.
Well, I pick his answer.
Yeah. Okay, extra points, Josh. Can you name... I'll let you come back. Name the planet, or the what is it now? What's it called?
Planetoid?
The planetoid that
Dwarf-
was once
dwarf
a dwarf
planet.
planet that was once a planet that knocked us down to 8 planets.
Which one knocked it out?
What's the planet that got downgraded to a
Bro, I don't
dwarf
give a
planet.
fuck about space, bro. All right.
It's also the name of a dog in Disney.
All right, give me the... All right, Pluto, let's
Yeah,
go.
there you go. You're back in the game.
Well, I was waiting for you to read my fucking answers to pick.
I just made that one up on the fly.
Okay, you're a dickhead.
All right. On which planet, if any, is a day longer than a year? Your choices are Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, or none of them.
And what was the question one more time?
On which planet, if any, is a day longer than a year? Day longer than a year. So Earth Day.
Right. Is longer than a year. I'm going to say none. I don't fucking know.
Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, or none?
None. I'm going to go with none.
Okay. Final answer?
Yeah.
Jeff.
Wait, read the question again?
Yeah.
On which planet, if any, is a day longer than a year? So the rotation around the sun, full day, is a year. Takes a year.
No, the rotation
Around
one revolution is
whatever you
longer
wanna-
than a year of rotation.
Yeah, it takes them to get a year to get through a full day, a full cycle of a day.
What are the
Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, or none? Now you got to think about distance and size.
Right.
Yeah,
So they definitely move slower.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with, I want to say none, but I'll go with Jupiter.
You're both stupid. It's the answer is Venus.
Oh, well, there it is.
The answer is Venus.
What's it, the farthest planet?
I have no idea.
What?
I actually took the test before you guys, and I got that one wrong.
Okay.
No, it's the second planet. It's the most like Earth, and it's right next to us.
So
but
all right.
its rotation is slow.
Okay.
Is what it's saying. It goes around the sun before it makes one revolution.
But wouldn't that have a lot to do with size and distance from the sun too?
No, it's just its revolution.
Okay.
Like we spin it 1,000 miles an hour, one rotation per 24-hour period. That's a day.
Yeah.
So their rotation is obviously longer
Shut up,
than
nerd.
365 days.
Shut up, nerd.
Pretty
You got
much
it wrong.
I'm done with that. Shut up,
It's
nerd.
just sitting there.
Jesus Christ. Fucking nerd. All right. You ready for the next one, nerd?
Go ahead.
Josh is going first.
Professor.
Whatever, dude. I don't give a fuck. Let's go.
All right. When Earth was very young, it is believed to have collided with a Mars-sized object. The impact is thought to be the origins of our current moon. What is the name of the Mars-sized object that collided with Earth? Is it Mars Jr., Planet X, Theia, or Gala?
I don't know. I don't know why I think Gala.
Mars X, Planet X, Theia, or Gala?
Maybe Planet X, too, though. I don't know.
You got to pick one.
Gala. Fuck it. Go.
Gala.
Oh, you're both stupid.
Thea.
Thea.
Oh, shit, my wife.
Yeah, wife's name. Yeah, Thea.
What do I know?
I thought you were going to get that one. Did she know that she was named after the planet that crashed into
No,
Earth?
I'm pretty sure we don't talk science. We don't give a fuck about this.
Go home and talk about like
Yeah. Do you pay that bill?
Yeah, that's it. All right.
Good.
What is the average temperature in space? Do you want it in Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go Fahrenheit.
The fuck am I going Celsius?
32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, I'll keep going.
Negative 270 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Negative 340 degrees Fahrenheit. Or it's not well defined.
Let's say B.
So you're going with negative 270
Yeah.
degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. What do you got, Jeff?
So you got 32, negative 270, negative 340, or not well defined.
Negative 340.
3.
Jeff is correct. It's negative 340 in space.
There it is. It's gold.
Damn, he's whooping you, Josh.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. What are you winning, Jeff?
A black hole is an object with such high gravity that nothing, not even light, can escape from its black holeness. Some are small, some are big, some are super big. At the center of our galaxy lies the supermassive black hole named Spartacus A. What is the mass of Spartacus A? How big is it? Is it 4 times the size of the sun? 400 times the size of the sun? 4 million times the size of the sun? Or 400 trillion times the size of the sun?
I don't know, but there's a fly fucking attacking us and shit. You got to read them answers again, bro.
He's on the show.
I'm sitting there like, what
he
the
just
fuck,
whispered
bro?
the answer to me. He won.
was on my hat.
Yeah, he's been everywhere, man. You got to read those answers again. I'm sorry.
Is it 4 times the sun, 400 times the sun, 4 million times the sun, or 400 trillion times the sun?
Dude, I don't even remember the fucking question.
It's a black hole. The
black hole, right? The light
in the
goes through.
center. It's a huge black hole, super black hole in the center of our universe.
All right. I don't know. I'll never see it. What was the fucking... Give me B. Fuck
B?
it. B. Give me
B. So
B.
you want 400 times the sun. All right, Jeff, what's yours?
D.
400 trillion times the sun?
Yeah.
You're both wrong. You're both stupid.
Okay.
It's 4 million times the sun.
Yeah.
4 million.
All right.
All right.
I don't know my black hole distance.
All right. How long does it take for light to travel from the sun's core to its surface? We're not talking about to the Earth.
Right.
Sun's core
Light?
to its surface. Yep. How long does it take for light to travel from the sun's core to the surface? 8 minutes, 800 years, or I'm sorry, 8
What?
minutes. Yeah. 8 minutes, 80 years, 8,000 years, 80,000 years. 8 years, 80 years, 8,000 years, 80,000 years. What do you want, Josh?
I don't care. C. I don't give a fuck.
You're going 8,000 years.
Yeah, why not? No, wait. To get to the surface, say it again. The light to the surface of the sun. Go.
Yeah, the light. So the light that's in the center of the sun to reach the outermost part of the sun.
Right.
How many years would that take? Does that take?
I didn't even think it would be years. What the fuck?
8 minutes, 80 years, 8,000 years, or 80,000 years.
I'll just go to 8 minutes.
All right, what do you got?
I'm confused by this question because I know it takes the light from the sun 8 minutes to get to the Earth.
So you know it ain't that.
All right.
But I don't see how light travels from the core of the sun to the outer thing of the sun.
It does.
I'm going
Isn't
at
the
8
light-
minutes too.
Nope. 80,000 years.
The light.
What the fuck?
So that you're thinking about the distance from the Earth to the sun isn't that much compared to the size of the sun. So you go to the center of the sun to the outermost point part of the sun, it's a lot longer than the distance to Earth from the sun.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The Earth is 93 million miles from the sun. The sun isn't 93 million miles in diameter.
Google it.
Get on it, buddy.
Just fucking Google the whole thing. How long does it take
Google my game.
for light to travel from the sun's core to the
That
future?
wasn't fun at all.
Yeah. Wait, we got a true or false, Josh. You're going to be good at this.
I'm not good at any of this.
Our neighbor galaxy, Andromeda, is bigger than our galaxy, Milky Way. True or false?
I don't fucking know, dude. True.
Jeff, true or false?
Wait, what's that?
Our neighboring galaxy, Andromeda, is bigger than our galaxy, the Milky Way.
True.
That is false. I'm sorry, true.
We're right.
You're both right. All right. How many moons does Pluto have? 1, 3, or 5?
3.
Josh?
3.
You motherfucker. It's right.
I did that
I'm
on
ending
purpose.
it there. You cheated.
I did that on purpose. You always said I write his questions. I might as well do it.
Did you ever get that answer?
Oh, on Google
Yeah.
there, buddy.
Oh, man.
Its diameter is 865,000 miles.
Of the sun?
Yeah.
Can you Google how long it takes for light to travel from the sun
The core of the sun to the
surface?
All right. Go with the next one.
All right, that's it. That's all I got. But
Thank God. Jesus Christ.
Josh,
shit.
you did good.
Yeah.
On that last one.
Oh, that last one. Murdered it. Thanks, Jeff.
You're the reason why aliens haven't contacted us.
Exactly.
So you know.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. I don't give a fuck about space, dude. They can suck my dick up there.
They're sitting there watching you playing Call of Duty like, why? What's the point?
They ain't watching much, right?
What's one thing you wouldn't want the aliens to see you doing?
I don't give a fuck. Why would I care?
You could pick masturbation. You could pick shitting. You could pick showering.
I don't give a shit about any of it.
You get to exclude one thing. What are you going to exclude?
Yeah, I guess, having sex with my wife, I guess. I don't fucking know. That's weird.
Yeah, that's probably the right one because you don't want her to be.
Well, they're going to see her by herself, right? It's not like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like no point of that. Like if they have the capabilities of doing it, I don't really think I give a shit.
I'm going to go with any time my shirt's off. I don't want them seeing that.
I knew that would be yours.
Yeah. Which is a rarity.
He's a never nude.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Jeff, you're still over there Googling.
It says
you're full of shit.
Between a few thousand and a few million years.
Yeah, I got 80,000 years was the answer to this thing. So.
Yeah.
There's a whole process of how it happens.
How it goes down.
Yeah.
So it's not as simple as it's got to go through.
It's a whole fucking thing.
There might be such gravity on there that it pulls it slower, like, within the sun. Yeah. Is that what they talk about?
Yeah, it's a whole thing about fusion and, like, it bubbles up through the different layers of the sun. And
wow.
Yeah, it's probably a gravitational pull from the core because at its heart, it is just a black hole waiting to happen.
Yeah. How do it know?
How do it know?
All right, so what do you guys think? Why do you think they haven't contacted us? Let's wrap this up. Let's get some clarity here.
I think everybody's just so fucking far away.
Yeah.
Hasn't gotten here yet. What, like, say all life started at relatively the same time. Like, there was the Big Bang 14 billion years ago. Then it took, however many billion years for shit to cool down and mass together, and then solar systems, galaxies started to form, solar systems start. It may have taken all of that time for life just to be able to have the conditions to start happening. And then, like, the next closest star is like 5 light years or something. Mm-hmm. Our closest star. So we have to travel at the speed of light for 5 years just to get there. That's like too far away for if they're.
And that's just the closest star.
Just say we're mid-range intelligent life. Mm-hmm. So even the most advanced still can't traverse that span, And normal means like radiation, like radio waves would take millions of years to get there. So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I like that. So what do you think, Josh?
What? Are you talking to me this whole time? I don't know, dude. I don't give a fuck if they're looking, talking, all this shit. I don't care. I'm not good on space. I'm all for space.
The point is, we don't know.
Yeah, right.
We have no fucking idea.
We can't speculate and have a little fun, you fucking pricks.
I think it's an impossibility that there's not other life somewhere, whether it's intelligent or not. Maybe we're the fucking smartest things that ever lived.
Maybe we're the
No, I think when you take 56 trillion, whatever the fuck that is, you look at that huge number that I don't know what is, there's definitely life that's more intelligent than us out there. But you're right. How far are they and how intelligent are they?
Right. Maybe there's dinosaur planets still, where the dinosaurs are still running shit.
56 trillion possibilities there is. There's amoeba planets, and then there's planets where they're communicating through thought.
Everything's just fish.
Yeah.
Like a big ocean world, there might not even be any land creatures.
Yeah. And then there's some fish talking on a podcast about, what about a world of apes?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. All right. Well, you heard it here. There is aliens.
Yep.
That's what we
got
out
of that.
Yeah. Kind of a no-brainer.
The Fermi Paradox, however, is still unsolved.
There it is.
We don't know why.
I like the 3-body problem, though. You got to check it out.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
That show, right?
What's that on?
Netflix or one of them.
3-body problem.
Yeah, just look up 3-body problem, and it's
find out.
really good. And it's like basically, don't shut up, don't say anything, because there's nefarious beings out there that are just waiting for you to pop your head up and say, "Hey, we're here. We want to join the Galactic Federation." And they come in and pow.
Yeah. You think everybody's friendly out there, like
like we all think, we've made it.
Yeah.
We're going to join the Federation now. And they're like, no.
Yeah, we don't need nobody else.
They're like, we eat whatever we find.
Yeah, you feeble-minded fuck. Yeah. How dare you?
I think, wasn't Stephen Hawking like, why would we think that any life outside of here would be nice? It's like, we all just constantly kill each other.
Look how we are. Right.
Like, why would we think anything outside of here would be any different?
They can easily take our resources.
Right.
If they travel in that far in space, they have resources.
Right. But they haven't.
They haven't gotten here yet. But when they do,
I don't know, dude.
When they do get here.
Oh, Josh is going back. He's going to talk about some pyramids.
You know how they got built, bro?
He does not want to give those Egyptians credit for building those pyramids.
Yeah.
You're a dick, dude.
It's not make sense. Don't make sense. I'm kidding. All right, let's wrap it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Did another one. Fermi Paradox, also known as the Great Silence. Check out the 3-body problem on Netflix.
Yeah, it was good.
Jeff's recommending that. We don't get paid to say that, so it must be good.
It was good. It was good.
No angle here.
Yeah. All right.
I wouldn't steer you wrong.
Don't forget to like, follow, and
subscribe. Go get it.